Fantasy FC may just be a filler promo trying to bridge the long gap until team of the season, but with some of the big upgrades that come with these cards just for making appearances or winning 2 league games of their next 4, we have to be investing in some obvious investments here, but also staying away from a few. I'm going to tell you which cards those are. Welcome to Trading to Glory. If you're looking for cheap and reliable EAFC 24 coins, check out FUTLOOT and use my code ELITE for an extra 6% at checkout. What is going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Hope you have been well over the past couple of weeks. Today, we're back talking about FC Fantasy, or Fantasy FC. It's Fantasy Foot recycled into EAFC 24. And EA definitely have gotten a little lazy with these promos as we get closer and closer to team of the season, but that's still a month and a half away most likely, so we definitely have some time to kill. And in the meantime, a lot of the player base has been getting disinterested with the game, getting angry with the gameplay, and getting fed up with EA and how long it takes them to give compensation or just give proper content to keep the community engaged. Well, what has happened is we got so much content so quickly, so early in this game, that now EA is kind of coming out with cards that look the same as other cards that we've already seen. We're not seeing huge upgrades on a lot of these Fantasy FC cards. I mean, if you look at this Jack Grealish card, for example, it's really not that much better than cards we've seen probably in November or December, and we're entering March now. Why is this card at this point 500,000 coins? Well, the main reason is because people are investing in a card that's not 89 rated. They're investing in a card that is 93 rated because it could get 4 upgrades. Of course, a couple of these upgrades come from 2 wins out of 4 in their next 4 league games, and Manchester City probably will do that. Grealish then also needs to make 3 appearances out of 4 in those league games. If Man City get 11 goals in those 4 league games, he gets another upgrade, etc. So there are some upgrades that come with it, but people are spending the price as if he's already gotten these upgrades, and with that comes a dangerous game. Of course, now if Man City choke, or let's say Grealish gets injured, this card could come crashing down, and that's exactly what happened to Çalhanoğlu. His card got as low as 200,000 coins today, and he's starting to rebound. He's up to 235,000 coins right now, but taking a look at that hourly graph, you can see that he went from 350,000 coins, and then when the news came out that he, I think, hurt his hamstring and will be out for the next 2 league matches, he went all the way down to 200,000 coins, which is not a bad deal. Of course, he's already rebounded some. I think he can rebound more because, of course, he's not going to get the upgrade for the appearances, but Inter Milan could definitely still win 2 games, and I think with the hype of those other upgrades that are possible, Çalhanoğlu's card could be a good investment. Now, there are certain cards that I would stay the heck away from for a couple of reasons. While Griezmann and Mendy are a couple of these cards, Griezmann, yeah, it's a good card. He's been good. His gold card was one of the best gold cards at the beginning of the year as well. And he's got some other cards that people, of course, like using. But you're looking at a card for 5 million coins that only has 86 pace. And at this point in the game, I don't know if that's enough. Now, if he does get all 4 upgrades and gets to over 90 pace, yeah, maybe this card would be worth 5 million coins because he's going to be in the high 90s in shooting, high 90s in passing, mid 90s in dribbling, and mid 80s on physicality. The card would be kind of team of the year level, but that's if he got all of the upgrades. If anything falters, he's going to come crashing down. And you also have to consider that we are entering March, which is a time of the year in which most high-rated, very expensive meta cards that have already existed in the game and flourished post team of the year are going to come down, team of the years included. Theo Hernandez will be a team of the year that we'll use an example of. Now, this card has risen ever since it came out. Of course, I told you guys that team of the years, if you buy on the first couple of days of their release, that you're going to do very well with not only not losing coins, but making coins over time. And if you want to use them in your team, they'll make you coins while you use them in your team and on the market as well. And so these cards have obviously done very well. He went from 3.5 million almost to 6, and you see a little bit of a spike right now. I would sell pretty much all team of the years, maybe bar Van Dijk or Mbappe if you really, want to get them back, because they're not even popping up on the market anymore. Those are outliers, though. For pretty much all the other team of the years, I would sell. I don't think they're going to do too well in March. I think that when we come back to this, Theo Hernandez, 5.7 or 5.8 mil is going to be a pretty good sell point. I think he'll drop below 5 million coins again. I think he might go down below 4.5 million coins throughout March. He could go even lower than that. So a lot of these high-rated cards, including Team of the Years and other high-rated cards like Neymar Jr.'s Fire and Ice cards. This card, of course, has done very well post-Team of the Year, and I think he should probably start coming down here in March, probably dropping a few 100,000 coins. So selling any of those cards, even icons, yes, I would sell those as well. I think we've experienced the big boom in the economy here in FC24 that isn't going to be sustained for too much longer. But that doesn't mean that there are bad investments all around in this promo. I like Iago Aspas for 31,000 coins. Well, he popped up to 34k ever since I actually looked at him last, which I guess proves my point. This card does have value in its self right now. 88 rated. It's nothing special, right? He doesn't have a great playstyle plus, but he does have a lot of good playstyles just on his card. They're not playstyle plus, but finesse shot, technical, first touch, quick step, Trivela. Those are 5 of the best playstyles in the game. He's got all of them. That's not a unusable card, but you're looking at 88 pace. It's not great, but he does have well-rounded stats, and if Celta Vigo are able to string together a couple of wins, and he's appearing in all those games, even if he doesn't get the other 2 upgrades, he's going to go up to 90 rated, which I think is probably going to push him much higher than 31 or 34,000 coins, right? So I think that's a pretty good investment. I also like, for the higher budget guys, that Lacazette at under 400k is not bad either, because his card looks a lot like Griezmann's. He does have a little bit more pace, and although he doesn't have the finesse shot plus, he does have some good playstyle pluses like power shot and first touch. He does have the finesse shot playstyle. It's not a playstyle plus, but he does have it, and then he also has technical, which I like a lot. At under 400,000 coins, it's not terrible. I'm not saying it's the best card in the game, but if he gets a couple of upgrades with Lyon, that is not a bad card. You're going to be looking at, mid 90s on pace, over 90 shooting, mid 80s on passing, over 90 dribbling, high 80s possibly on physicality. With those playstyles, 400k is probably going to be looking like a good deal if he does get those upgrades, but it is if he gets those upgrades. So there is some risk involved with that card. If you want cards that don't have any risk, you're looking at cards like Politano. You're looking at cards like Stark or Carl. Yeah, those cards not great right now, but if they do get all their upgrades, yes, much more expensive. And if they get a couple of upgrades like this Carl card, that's a good investment strictly for SBC fodder, guys. That card is 87 rated. 87 rated cards in the game right now are about 12 to 13k, but 88s are 17k. All she needs is one upgrade, and she goes up 2,000 to 3,000 coins. Gets another upgrade, you're going to see that card shoot up all the way to 28,000 coins. So, with that being said, a card like Carl, even though she isn't at the lowest point for fodder at 87 rated, if she gets 2 upgrades on her card, she will go from 15k to 28,000 coins just because of fodder value. So that's low risk, and it's probably going to work out for you guys if you're patient with those upgrades. So I really do like that there. Stark, not bad, and you really can't lose coins on Stark because you can quick sell that card for just about what you're getting it for. And there's another card, Andre, in the team that is no risk. Now, Kanate, I have played against him. He is spectacular. I think a lot of people are going to turn to this card over time. This could be a card that does very, very well out of packs as well, but I would stay away from cards like Marquinhos. I would stay away from cards like Griezmann. I would even stay away from cards like Mendy. I do have Mendy's 85 rated card this year. I do like him a lot. I understand why he's 6.1 million coins, but I also just cannot get behind spending 6.1 million coins on this card at this point in the game. It doesn't make any sense to me. I think more people will lose coins on this card than people will make coins on this card. So with that being said, guys, those are some great investments to look out for in FC24 right now. But that's not all we're going to be talking about today, because we do have some news in the game. We have a couple of SBCs on the way. Now, one of those SBCs is going to be a player pick SBC. We have another Icon SBC on the way. We have a League One and La Liga EA Sports Player of the Month on the way. And then a couple more Fantasy FC and Fantasy FC Hero SBCs. And one of those SBCs might actually be this Timo Werner that we've already seen. Now, Timo Werner is an SBC I would suggest to all of you guys. I've played against him already. I've started this SBC. I think it's pretty good value. You can kind of compare it to that Lacazette we just talked about. Now, Lacazette doesn't have quite as much pace, but a lot of the other stats look very, very similar. They have one of the same playstyle pluses as well. And the votes on this SBC, very favorable. 2,200 upvotes, 300 downvotes. The community likes the value of this, and it can get upgraded even higher. People are saying he's like a, Walmart version of Mbappe. That's what he feels like in game. And I'll take a Walmart Mbappe. I mean, Mbappe is probably the best forward in the game, so Walmart Mbappe is probably going to be pretty good as well. Of course, not nearly the same links, but I'm assuming they mean the style of play and how he feels in game. And with how many people have done hero upgrades and icon upgrades so far this year, you've probably got a few icons in your team. Even if you didn't get them out of the upgrades, you might have done SBCs like Cafu, which I did this SBC, and I've got him in my team as well. You've got some, icons that help with chemistry. So even if you don't have Germans or Bundesliga in your team, Timo Werner is already going to work out with chemistry, at least on like 2 chemistry for most people. So that's something you don't really have to worry about too much anymore at this point in the game, as chemistry is starting to become an afterthought. While with so many icons in the squad, you're already getting good chemistry on pretty much everything. If you made it this far into the video, don't forget to drop a like on the video. I would greatly, greatly appreciate that. Of course, I haven't been as active as I should be as a content creator here. Lots of things popping up in my life. That makes it a little bit difficult to get on and make content every single day. And I don't want to really rush and make a video if I haven't done my research on the market. Don't want to give you guys bad information, so I want to make sure that I'm playing the game and actually giving you guys some good videos and good content, good information, all of that in these videos. I don't want to just rush them, throw them together, and then push them out to you guys. So I hope you understand the inconsistency with the uploads. But before we head out today, I do want to talk about some of the upgrade SBCs that you guys should all be doing, of course, to craft cards like Timo Werner, which I'm working on right now, or any of the player SBCs that are out right now. You do have some other options, of course, and that Gioli Hero SBC. But starting with just those daily bronze upgrades, you only need to have 1 bronze player. It gives you 2 bronze packs for free. You use those bronze packs to do the daily silver upgrade. You use those to do the daily gold upgrade. And with those, you get yourself free player picks, 83 plus player picks. So you can basically turn 1 bronze player into 83 plus players. Now it's 4 picks. Out of my picks, I did get an 87 and an 85, and literally started with just 1 bronze player, guys. You can do it 3 times a day, and with that fodder, you can go out and do those 83 plus times 10 upgrades. And if you don't, even if you don't have all the fodder for these, I would suggest going out and doing them. It does very, very well, because 83s are discard price right now. All you need is that Team of the Week card, which you can get from doing the Team of the Week upgrade SBC. So it is a good system right now. I can't say that all the time. There's pretty much resources for you to get any cards you need in the game right now for pretty much a bronze player, guys. So be taking advantage of this so that you can go out and craft the SBCs that you want to complete. Again, for me, it's Timo Werner, but for you guys, it might be one of the upgrade hero SBCs, winter wildcard SBCs, whatever it may be. That is the way to do it right now, and we didn't have this kind of system out during Team of the Year. Unfortunately, we had nothing to do with those 83s or 84 rated cards, so that is nice to see. And of course, we also have the 85, 86, 87, 88, and 89 exchanges back out. I hope that EA keep these out pretty much indefinitely. Now, this is out for 2 months, which is a good sign for us, but it does probably expire early on in Team of the Season. So hopefully they don't get rid of these during Team of the Season. Even though I haven't used them too much, I definitely see their value. And I also think that they should add an 83 and an 84 duplicate exchange. Now this one gives you 7 gold players and 2 rares for an 85, which, you know, fair enough. I'm probably not going to use it, but it's fair enough, right? 83s and 84s, what you can do is just give us, for an 83 rated player, give us 1 gold player that's rare, right? Make it a 75 plus pack, right? 1 player. That's all we are asking for. And then for maybe an 84 rated, make it 4 players with 1 rare, right? But give us something to do with those duplicates, because I feel like I have so many duplicate 83s and 84s, whereas I actually can use 85s for 89s on other SBCs. So the balance isn't exactly there for the exchanges, but the idea is brilliant. I really actually do like that addition to the game this year. But that's going to be it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, as we are on the road to 150,000 subscribers, and we're on the road to 100,000 followers on Twitch as well. We're getting close to both, so you guys can help us out pretty much wherever you want to support. The links are down below. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.